The Mayor of London Facility Fund is part of the Mayor of London's commitment to leaving a lasting sporting legacy from the 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games, and the facility strand is one part of that. It's around a 6.3 million investment in facilities across the capital, aimed at trying to get those people that are currently inactive active and engaging in sporting activity on a regular basis.
We were very keen in London to really set aside some money to actually say that this is about legacy. This is about legacy for the future. There's no point having a wonderful Olympic Games and Paralympic Games if at the end of it people living out in outer bits of London like here have seen no difference whatsoever to their surrounding sport. And so we set up a fund which had some ring-fence money, and we divided it into facilities, skills, getting people more training and built to get more coaches for sport, and then how to improve participation in sport. And the facilities one, which was the big amount of money, we obviously didn't want to set up a big bureaucracy to administer that, because the Football Foundation does an extremely good job. So they tendered for it and they won it.
The Mayor of London funding helped to match fund what the Corporation Trinity House had started the ball rolling with £25,000 towards buying a gig. The Mayor of London's fund enabled us to buy a second gig and 4 racing dinghies. The gigs are set up so they can be used for rowing, like the traditional West Country rowing, rather than the Olympic sliding seat rowing, sailing, and disabled use. The disabled people can row, can sail, and can also use the boat under engine. They're also set up so that they can be used either on the tidal Thames or any of the water sports centres across London. So having put together the plan of the boats that we wanted to get from the Mayor's Olympic Legacy Fund, I then had to go through the procedure of actually applying, and this posed a number of challenges because the Facilities Fund was originally set up for multi-use game surfaces and tennis courts and stuff like that, whereas the boats, which are mobile around London to benefit the whole of the London community, don't have a specific site. So some of the initial things in the application process were not applicable to boats, but we had a lot of support and guidance from the Football Foundation and support from the likes of Kate Hoey and people who saw the need for promoting competitive water sports in London. And so we were fortunate that the application form and the application process was able to take on board the fact that these are mobile facilities.
The new boats, because it's a type of boat we've not had before, what it allows us to do is it allows us to teach more advanced stuff, and so more advanced spectrum of the curriculum, but also it gives us a safer learning platform for those guys who are getting involved. So the Fevas is a more advanced stuff, so the championships we go to, and then the Drascombe, because it's such a stable learning base, it's a great way to start, and kind of it really sets that the confidence that you need to build it up for the water sport.
So I'm Tasha Webster, I'm Director of Operations here at Aspire, and we're a spinal injuries charity. I first applied ages ago for this funding to improve our sports hall, which was very tired and needed updating with new basketball goals, electric doors. We had a dividing curtain that was quite decrepit and not very easy to pull across, and we didn't have any proper rebound boards for indoor hockey. Aspire National Training Centre is based on the grounds of the Royal Orthopaedic Hospital, and we work very closely with particularly the Spinal Injuries Centre of the hospital, which is actually attached to our building through a link corridor. Patients can come down as part of their rehabilitation process, can come down and use the gym here, the swimming pool and the sports hall. So since the doors have been introduced, the electric doors, we had quite cumbersome, heavy doors. When our sports teams are playing here, they'll often come in their day wheelchair and they'll bring their sports wheelchair with them, which means they have to be in their day wheelchair and push their sports wheelchair along. So if you can imagine doing that plus opening a door, it was quite a difficult situation. So just by putting the electric sensors on the doors, they push the pad, the doors open, they can wheel through with their sports chair, nice and easy. It's fantastic. It's made such a difference to the teams.
Today we had some children with some mild learning difficulties. We had children with perhaps something like ADHD, and they just need to feel more empowered in a group where they feel that they're number one rather than the one being bullied. So at school they might not fit in very well, but here they kind of lead a little bit of the session and take responsibility, and they feel a bit of empathy for the other children that are in the group. The electric doors have been amazing for the guys that play wheelchair basketball and rugby. They come in pushing a chair in front of their chair that they're in. They're sitting in their day chair, pushing in their sports chair. There's spare tyres, there's drinks, refreshments, all the extra things that they need, their equipment, their change of clothes, all that is being pushed in. And if they've got to try and open 2 doors as well to get in, it's an impossibility. Whereas now they come in, they press the button and they just glide through.